I'm Joseph Crudup, and this is Tuesday, September 24th, 2019. We're here to talk about this stuff going on. We're here to talk about this answers going on, and we all this stuff. It all goes down on the final season on the Empire. Yes. Oh, okay. We'll talk about it. Oh, yeah, that's right. The final season of the Empire is gonna start tonight, right here on Fox. If I can get the camera down this way, and we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about here this answer. But now, this answer as of right now, we're talking about the final season of the Empire. The Empire starts tonight at 9 o'clock right here on Fox. And you're going to see all this going on, this stuff that's been going through. All these yells, all the fussing and the fighting, the leases, the lions, made the Empire great. They made the Empire great again. Keep the Empire great again. And I found this season no more Jamar, just Lucius, Cookie, Andre, and Hakeem. The forecast and the forecast of the stars. And boy, I got said, after all these yells, the Empire, this TV star, the Empire, this TV show has just started back in 2015 on in January. And this stuff that's going on, this real fun stuff that being, all this drama, all the trials and tribulations. You see, this stuff happening over and over again. The Empire has been a show at a lifetime. Has been a show in a lifetime, and has been built in this show, and this TV show is very immersive. A number one hit on Fox TV until on January 2019 when Justin Smollett of the Empire, the cast and star of the Empire, got in trouble by the Chicago police. But all I gotta say is why this final season and this episodes will continue. It's gonna come down and it's gonna end sooner or later. The beginning, continue, the rise of the Empire and the fall of the Empire starts in the final season, in the final series soon. Well, very soon. And all the numbers, if you have answers, please subscribe and the YouTube, and I'll be doing the interview soon, probably one day, and you know the Joseph Crudup show will start Monday, sometimes Mondays, sometimes Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays, sometimes Thursdays, and sometimes on Fridays at 5 o'clock. And now here it is, folks, and here's the final season of tonight's Empire that starts here right about now. And we're going to see who it is, the Empire. Boy, all these yells that are going on. And here it is. After all this television has been, after all the cast members are in. And so, we're going to go for this. That's right now. And the news of this one will be okay. Tonight's the night. It's the last season of the Empire, and we gotta say all these years. Okay, and here it is, folks. The Empire came in line in the winter of January of 2015, and with the premiere of its sixth and final season Tuesday, the Fox hip-hop drama has no intentions of going out like a limp. As the series began to come to the close, the rap spoke with co-creator Lee Daniels and Danny Strong, stars Tara P. Henson and Terrence Howard, and showrunner Brett Mahoney about End of the Lion's reign, a process that started last spring, with the team finding out not long after Empire was renewed for season 6 that the upcoming installment will be its last. I was surprised, honestly. Daniels told the Wrap by email. I was told that it was possible that could happen, but it has become realer and realer the closer we're getting in, and I'm sad. Sad that my show is done. Empowered, in my opinion, really changed the direct and free show TV. I'm proud of the work that I did. Empire follows the Lawrence family, Courtney's separate husband and wife, Lucius and Cookie, and their sons Andre and Jamal. And now it's this series regular Justin Smollett and Hakeem as Bachelor Y. Gary, and their struggles to maintain control of their middle company, Empire Entertainment. And at the center of that conflict is their struggle between what is more important, holding on to Empire or holding on to each other. Howard said in the email to the Wrap he was happy to find out he could finally put this completely shocking to bed, as Lucy has never had a good day. For Henson, the news didn't come as a shock, as she figured it was about time for it to come to the end. It's like when we all were hurt when it's like when we all were hurt when Sex in the City were off the air. Henson told us, but I understood. You want to go out while you go on top. You don't want to run out stories, and then it's like a broken empire. You want to go out on top and deliver the people something to want. Who knows? We might come back. You never know. Go out on top. You can't drag it out too long. This season, the Lions are down on one of their cuts. As Empire viewers will remember, Smollett was written out of the final 5 episodes of season 5 after Chicago prosecutors changing him with multiple counts of filing a false police report. Those charges were later dropped as part of the deal requiring him to perform community service and forfeit $10,000 bond. Through Fox entering the actor's appearance for season 6, both Downs and Fox Entertainment CEO Colin had said Smollett will not return for the final season. This decision raised the question: How do you end Empire without fan favorite character Jamal Lawrence, who ran his franchise killer on the final episode of season 5 in which Smollett was featured? Strong says what happened with Smollett is a really complicated situation. It's a very difficult situation and an incredibly useful situation, but one that they were caught in the ropes. Once it was clear, he will not be coming back. We have very little workout for the season, so as far as what we had to change, it was next to nothing. Strong told the Wrap, we have some very ideas that we ended up actually not doing. So as far as exactly it goes, we're able to exactly just fine because we have reason why he's gone for our war and what he's going to do. I think emotionally it's tough on anyone. I think it's really disappointing for the written staff in particular. They love Jesse and they wish he was on the show. And think the cast feels the same way. I think there is a great deal of flapping for him, and it is disappointing not having him now. Howard, who along with Hanson and other cast members, signed Leonard in support of Smollett's return for season 6 back in April, feels the loss of Jamal to the Lauren family is a tremendous, painful one. He was such a key component to the success with a wobbling of the show. He said, the only emotion in passing someone beloved by the family and the dance is a handful holder left. Lost his half of the life principle. We have to keep moving forward with case to assess. I know that the show would never have had the success that we enjoyed without his chapter. His captor. Strong says that he thinks once the episodes start aligned, the storyteller will be very natural and people will get caught up in the story, and that Jamal's absence won't be a hole that people are going to be missing throughout the course of the season. You know, I think there's a strong argument that if he was there, it could possibly be a major distraction. It could be different. He added, "You can't really win in this situation, to be honest with you." When asked if there was any way Smollett would make an appearance before Empire ends, Daniels decided to comment, but Mulholland says this: "I think one thing that we always know about Empire is that you can't never tell the future, and so there are just as many interesting turns and surprises behind the scenes as there are in front of the scenes. So I will never predict what may or may not happen in the future of Empire. In case you were wondering when the story picks up with the season 6 premiere tonight, Jamal and Carl wouldn't be in London when they'll move to escape the Lions family drama." Mahoney told about this plot point is an important one, as it also speaks to what's going on with our chapters here, because I think one of the major chances for our chapters this season is what's more important, the Lion family or Empire. Jamal has interest in saying how dangerous the Empire has been to the family. He has said more than once, "Let it go, let it go." He hasn't been able to get his family to turn in that direction, so he himself has decided to let it go. Now, will the others follow suit? That's the question for the season. The question for the final season, which of course needs an ending. Something Daniels and Strong said they didn't have planned from the start of the series. I do not have version of how Empire was going to end because I didn't think they would honestly. Daniels said there was no version for the story ending, such simply as that. Up until Empire there was no such thing as a black family drama. When I did Empire, it was just so that I could check off a box, saying that I did TV. I wasn't excited for it to be the hit. That was it. I learned all about TV though. Empire. I learned through my mistakes. Empire gave me that opportunity. But Holland said he was in the rails. So that's all the things we're gonna. That's all the things we're gonna say about this for sure. Smollett's gone, and the Lions fan is still standing. I don't get it. I don't get it, people. I just don't get it all. Why would Justice Smollett? Why would he ever come back to the Empire season 6? Jamal is in London with his gay person. Okay, I'm not gonna say it. I just asking people. He knows. He knows about it. And half the people always knows about it. Oh, you should see enough. The Empire season 6 is, I mean, it's it's gonna be the final season, and it's gonna be the sad final season for sure. All these time. What is all this time? What will happen? What will happen if things go wrong? But if things go right, it will come. It will come together. It will come together. You got you got this family drama being torn apart. You got the marriage being torn apart between Lucius and Cookie. Although they had a great marriage, although they have been couple of fights and food fights and all this stuff's going on. But this entire empire will grow. We don't know. We just don't know for sure. Yeah, it may happen. It will happen. It will happen. What couldn't happen? And I say this: I can never, I can never, I can never, I can never take my eyes off the Empire. I love the Empire because I bought those 3 DVDs, those 3 seasons of those DVDs, and never happened to it. But anyway, if an Empire just continues, it could become a very emotional roller coaster. So here's the season 6 premiere for tonight. And it stands as of right now for the first episode of season 6. And it reads, Poor Andre. When Empire begins its 6th and final season Tuesday, the oldest lion's son is trying his best to defend the family business, but it's finding it harder than he is accepted. However, the struggling Andre is facing this entirely his fault, as Lucius admits he didn't really win his son for the job. In a new sneak peek for the season 6 premiere, with his excursion to the wrap, Andre tells his father he doesn't want to let him down and is doing everything he can to build Empire back, but that is being attacked on all sides. That's the nature of a kingdom, is always under attack, Lucius said, and the problem is, I raised you to be a prince, but a prince has no real power. You only have power when you become king, and as a king, you will have to defend your kingdom by any means, and when the time comes, you know exactly what you need to do. Now, here's the official disclosure for the 6th and final season on Empire. And now, here it is. As season 5 hunters toward its conclusion, Lucius was forced to flee New York City with the feds hot on his trail to make matters worse. Cookie refused to accompany him, declaring that he and Empire were no longer good for her. This season begins with the Lion's family speculating Lucius is on the run and Cookie is finding success on her own. With Jabbar residents in London and Hakeem started in the Empire, the movie Andre finds himself finally sitting on the Empire throne, facing with threats from all directors. The Lions will have to unite to survive. They will have to decide what's most important in power of their family. The final 6th season of Empire premieres Tuesday and premieres tonight at 9/8 Central on Fox. Okay, so here it goes. It's the final 6th season, and like I said, for this Empire and on Fox and entire and the thousands and millions watching at home. Get ready. Get ready, people. This is a final season. It's about to get very interesting. About to get really interesting. Very interesting. I'm Joseph Crudup, and I'm here, and I'm here. I'm being premiered at 5 o'clock. Sometimes Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes on Fridays. If I'm not busy, I continue. But anyway, I'll be here Wednesday to talk about it, and you're gonna find out. You'll find out when the episode begins of this sixth season and the first episode. And I hope you enjoyed the show. I'll talk about it tomorrow and find out what happened.